Good evening, my theater nerds. How are you tonight? I know it's still October, and I told you I was going to continue to rock the crazy headgear. I found this one in the box, and I said, "Ooh, must wear that tonight," because it's just kind of fabulous, and I don't get to wear it nearly often enough. Because you kind of run into things. Well, but that's okay. You're here for another week of This Week at the Theater, brought to you by the Sacramento Area Regional Theater Alliance. We are SARTA. I always want to say we are Sparta. I don't know. Too many viewings of 300 or something like that. But we are SARTA, the Sacramento Area Regional Theater Alliance. We're here each week here on Twitch for a little while to hang out with you, let you know what's going on in the local theater scene, share some of the updates on some of the shows that are opening and closing and coming soon, tell you about the auditions that are about to happen. Got a couple of them for you this time. Tell you about some of the cool special events that are coming up. And there's quite a few of those, both with SARTA and with other theater companies. If you are a theater company or an actor or a director or a producer or just a tech person, well, I should say just a tech person, the shows don't happen without our tech people, and we know that, okay? So let's be clear. Let's be clear. The very important tech people. Anyway, if you fall into any of those categories, or you're just a really good patron of the arts and you want to support local theater, check us out on Tuesdays. Go find our website, sarda.com. Make a donation if you can. We support children's theater workshops by offering scholarships to young and old who want to go and practice their acting chops. There's a lot out there, and sometimes it's expensive if you've got a couple of children that want to go and do these activities, which are really, really, really important for their own social and emotional growth, for their own self-esteem as people. Acting and getting children into theater early is like such a cool thing to do. So help us out, help us help them out by going to our website, making a donation, checking out all the things that are going on there. We have a full community calendar on the website. You can enter your information on your own, by yourself, all by yourself. You can do that and just fill out one of the forms, upload your posters for your upcoming shows and auditions and things, and we'll put this out all over our media for you. Make sure that happens. So let us know what's going on. You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook. You can follow us on YouTube, because each week when I do these Twitch shows, I go ahead and download them and put them into YouTube to archive, because Twitch doesn't hold them that long. So if there's something that you missed, if you want to go back to the beginning of October and see all the fabulous headgear I've been wearing this month, you can do that. Gonna have a new piece of headgear for you next week. I'm deciding between two. Haven't decided yet. I'll make up my mind. It'll be a surprise. All right. Because next time we meet, it's going to be Halloween. Halloween. This is Halloween. I know. It's one of the favorite times of the year. There's so much going on right now. So many great theater productions that people are putting on. You just don't have time to go to everything, right? Okay, but we're going to share some things with you. So let me tell you what's coming up this week at the theater. I told you about our member benefits, but I do want to tell you about this because tickets are already selling. We are going to be sponsoring, yes, that's right, SARTA is sponsoring a Best of Broadway Cabaret. It's going to happen on November 11th. It's going to be 2 shows. One at 3 o'clock and the other one at 7:30. So if you can't make the early show, you can make the later show. No problem. But we're doing 2 shows, Best of Broadway Cabaret. You shouldn't miss it. If you were at our spring cabaret where we did Disney music, then you know this is going to be a fabulous show. And we sold that one out. So we're hoping to sell out both of these also. They should be wonderful. Some of our performers from that show are coming back to do this one in November, and we've got some new people joining us for this show. So excited. We're going to have Francis Banks here in a week or so talking to us about it, letting us know what's going on, sharing some of the upcoming stuff, and hopefully promoting some of the excitement. So stay tuned. We're going to have a community conversation about that, but mark that in your calendar. Saturday, November 11th for the Best of Broadway Cabaret. Now, we also have job postings, and every now and again, some of our theaters have these opportunities. So if you've got great customer service skills and you're looking for a really kind of fun part-time job in a theater environment, and theater environments are really cool, you can check out Woodland Opera House because they're looking for a front of house specialist, and they're hiring. So think about joining their team. Get your resume polished up and go check them out at Woodland Opera House for a front of house specialist position. We've got some more special events coming up also, so let me tell you what these are going to be. The Sophia Theater is having its soiree. Again, this is going to be a great party and everything. The premier fundraising event for them, for B Street Theater Company. And you'll see several of these come up as the year goes on. This is one great way of featuring a night of amazing performers, great entertainers, wonderful singers, dancers, all of that kind of stuff, and raising some much needed funds for another great community theater. So this one's happening on Saturday, November 4th. So again, you can mark your calendars for that. For the Sophia Soiree, get your tickets now. They're on sale now. B Street Theater, November 4th, 2023, the Sophia Soiree. Moving back a little bit from that into October, we still got Scarioke coming up this weekend. I know, that's this weekend, the 28th. At 7 o'clock, the doors are going to open. It's only $10 for a great evening of fun. They're going to have karaoke. There's going to be a costume contest. They're going to have prizes. There's food and drink available there. It's going to be great. Kids under 13 have to have a accompaniment of a parent or a guardian. You can't just drop your kids off at the party, you guys, okay? But this is going to be great. This is sponsored by Davis Musical Theater Company, DMTC. So for more information, go to dmtc.org and check out Scarioke. Get your costumes ready. Get your tickets. That's really a good ticket price. Come on. And if you want to book something a little further into November, Sutter Street Theater is hosting their event for their year to announce their new theater season. It's called Steppin' Out. Sutter Street Theater, November 11th from 7 to 10 p.m. This is going to be their season announcement party for their 18th season. And they're going to have their award ceremony that night too. So it should be spectacular. Entertainment, they're going to have a buffet. There's going to be drawings and silent auctions. $10 in advance. These tickets are a great ticket price, you guys. It's $15 at the door. So if you mess around and you decide on the day that you want to go, you're going to pay $5 extra. It's for a good cause, but get your tickets in advance so you just know you've already got it covered. Sutter Street Theater, stepping out. Well, ready? Time for some auditions, so get those resumes and headshots ready. This would make a great piece for a headshot, right? Have to make a wide angle lens for it. It's not completely in. I mean, can you see the tips are? This could be dangerous. I don't know. I love it though. All right. So Placer Repertory Theater. This came through today. Actually, they're doing auditions and interviews. Auditions for school tour program and their main season. They've got some paid gigs for daytime and evening performers. This is a great opportunity. Then they're also having interviews for their Visual and Performing Arts Academy educators. They need some teachers. These are paid afternoon educators. Yes, if you happen to be auditioning for them and you can interview also, you can do both. So there's auditions and interviews happening. Please get in touch with them at Placer Repertory Theater to get more details on this. You can submit your materials via email right now through Friday, November 3rd to be considered for an audition or a callback or an interview or an appointment. Again, if you need more information, contact Placer Repertory Theater. This sounds like a great opportunity, you guys. Another audition coming up in November, Sunday, November 5th, or Monday, November 6th. You can audition for Seussical the Musical. This is always a fun show. Who doesn't like the Cat in the Hat? Come on. The callbacks are going to be on Tuesday, November 7th. This should be great fun. Seussical the Musical auditions. Line up for them. So let's take a look at what's playing right now. Oh, did I mention that Seussical the Musical auditions were going to be at Roseville Theater Arts Academy? Sorry. You just get carried away and you don't say where they're going to go. I got to send you somewhere, right? All right. Now playing this one. I was just in my own social media feed, and somebody had put this in there that they were going to see Evil Dead, and somebody else is like, oh my God, next time I go, I want to sit in the splash zone. If you have not seen this show, first off, you need to see the show. If you have not gone to this show and sat in the splash zone, you totally need to go see this show, and you totally need to sit in the splash zone. It's marvelous. And when I say splash, I'm not kidding. I've seen it twice, and I've sat in the splash zone both times, and it's been wondrous. Okay, you're going to come home a little sticky, but it's worth it. If you're squeamish about blood, maybe don't sit in the splash zone. But it's great fun. Sutter Street Theater does this every year. Evil Dead the Musical. It's hysterical. Where else can you get demon trees and wonderful Kandarian demons coming out of the floor? It's wonderful. They're going to have a special performance on Halloween night next Tuesday. They're going to do a special one at 7 o'clock of Evil Dead the Musical. This is playing through November 5th. So you don't have to rush and say, it's Halloween weekend, I have to get everything in at once. You'll still have time to see this, okay? So get your tickets now, ahead of time, for Evil Dead the Musical. This is another one that was wonderful. I got to see it on opening night. It's playing through this weekend. Lost in Little Rock. It's a great show over at the R25 Theater Group. This one's being performed in the large theater, California Stage, and it's on Fridays and Saturdays at 7, and then again on Sundays at 2 o'clock. It's got a wonderful cast. It's funny. It's poignant. It's somewhat heartbreaking in places, but always joyous. Lost in Little Rock. Go check it out. Another one that's a great one, especially for this holiday season, is The Addams Family. It's playing right now through this weekend at Woodland Opera House. So if you want to go see another wonderful show, Woodland Opera House is just a great place to see a show anyway. You should go see The Addams Family. It's on Fridays and Saturdays at 7:30, and then on Sundays at 2 o'clock. So you can fit Evil Dead and several other things in, including The Addams Family, over the weekend. No worries. You can catch a matinee. You can go to a Friday night show. You can fill up your weekend with all sorts of fun things to do and wear all those costumes you have in your closet, because I know you've got a lot of them, right? If you're like me, you probably have another whole room dedicated to just costumes. I do not have a problem with that. I swear I don't. Okay. Now, if you want something a little more politically and socially justice motivated, you could go see Poppy, Me, and Cesar Chavez, which is playing over at the B Street Theater at the Sophia right now through October 28th. This will be its closing weekend. Poppy, Me, and Cesar Chavez. And we want to thank the Sacramento Municipal Utilities District, SMUD, for being a sponsor for this show. Thank you so much, SMUD. B Street Theater at the Sophia. You keep hearing me say that and you're going, how many theaters are over there? There are actually several theaters in that complex, which is why they can have several different shows running at the same time. This one's called Jump, and it's by Charlie Evan Simpson. This one's playing through November 5th, so you'll have plenty of time after this holiday weekend to go and see this show also. It's about two people that meet on a bridge, and that's all I'm going to give you. Go see Jump. Get your tickets to go see this B Street Theater at the Sophia. Now, if you'd like something a little more thematic for our holiday season, you can go see The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. This is playing at Sutter Street Theater through the 29th this weekend on Saturdays and Sundays at 1 o'clock. So this is a nice afternoon performance. It's not terribly scary. It's only rated G, so you don't have to worry about it. It's more funny and fun than anything else. But The Legend of Sleepy Hollow is wonderful. It's the adaptation of the story by Washington Irving, presented by Sutter Street Theater. Go check it out. It's closing this weekend. Chautauqua Playhouse is presenting its production called Rabbit Hole. It's a Pulitzer Prize winning drama from 2007. by David Lindsay Hebert and directed by Bill Zarello. This was nominated for a Tony for the Best Play in 2006 also. This is playing through November 12th, so you have plenty of time to get your tickets to go see Rabbit Hole at the Chautauqua Playhouse. Capitol Stage presents its premiere of a play called Archduke. It's by Ravi Joseph and is directed by Michael Stevenson. This will also be playing through November 12th, so you still have time to get your tickets from Capitol Stage to go see Archduke. Well, it wouldn't be the holiday season without this show showing up. And Green Valley Theater always puts on an amazing production of the Rocky Horror Show. This is a classic production. It's become a cult classic by Richard O'Brien. It's playing through this weekend. So Sunday is closing night for the Rocky Horror Show. It's playing at Westminster Presbyterian Church. Yes, I just said it's playing at Westminster Presbyterian Church. That church is going to have so much glitter in it, it's just not going to know what to do with itself. This is on 1300 N Street, downtown Sacramento. Great parking available. You can't say that about a lot of theaters these days. Green Valley Theater presents the Rocky Horror Show through the 29th. Get your tickets now, because I got to tell you, the shows have been selling out fast. So get your tickets for Rocky Horror. This is the last weekend. 3 more productions and it's gone. If you want something a little lighter fare, you can go to Chautauqua Playhouse and check out Pinocchio's Halloween Fate. This is a new play by Robert Michaels, and the performances run October 21st through the 28th and November 4th, and Saturdays at 1 o'clock. So it's going to be playing into the following weekend, so you don't have to quite rush. If you want to get in all your Halloween stuff this weekend, then you can go see this the following week, okay? Pinocchio's Halloween Fate, Saturdays at 1 o'clock at the Chautauqua Playhouse. Well, that's quite a few things you've got playing right now. A lot of them thematic for the October holiday, but we've got some really cool things coming soon also. So let's check these out. Studio 81 is presenting its production of Elsewhere by Don Zoldas. This is going to be at the Black Box Theater at the bottom of the Carl Borelli Amphitheater. It's going to open on October 27th, so that's coming up this weekend, and it will play through November 4th. So you've got a week to see this show. Elsewhere is a realm of pure imagination, overflowing with everything Sylvan, Ariel, Jenna, and V could ever want. Magic, adventure, acceptance, purpose, and half human, half buffalo librarian. But the longer they stay in Elsewhere, the more it seems there's something not quite right with this fantasy utopia. And the less willing Elsewhere is to let them go back to their real lives. To escape this dream world, the 4 friends must journey through their darkest nightmares. Elsewhere by Don Zoldas at the Black Box Theater, opening this Friday. Also opening this week, Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. This is one of my favorite shows. I love the music. I love the dark humor of it all. This is being presented by EMH Collective Productions, and the Artist Collective over at the Uli Theater. This is downtown Midtown, 28th Street. It's a nice, intimate little theater to see this production in. It's going to open on October 26th, and it will play through November 18th. Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. Sierra College Theater Arts Production Company is presenting its production of Lend Me a Tenor. This is a play by Ken Ludwig. It's been done around town before, and it always gets rave reviews. The performances are going to start this Friday, the 27th at 7:30 p.m. and play through November 5th. There won't be any shows on Friday or Saturday of that first week due to the Veterans Day holiday. They're going to take that off. And then Sunday, November 12th at 2 o'clock is the closing matinee. They're going to be at the Dietrich Theater at Sierra College Boulevard in Rockland. So get in touch with Sierra College. Get your tickets for Lend Me a Tenor. Here comes a classic Rodgers and Hammerstein musical. Davis Musical Theater Company is putting on a production of Oklahoma. It's going to run from November 3rd through November 26th. So this will carry you into the Thanksgiving season. So if you've got family or friends coming in from out of town, what a great thing to get some tickets and take them to a show. You guys can all get out of the house. You don't have to go sit in a movie theater in the dark and stare at something. You can actually, sit together at a theater and maybe sing along with it. I mean, we know the words to most of these songs, right? This is going to be at the Gene Henderson Performing Arts Center. So get your tickets now for Oklahoma at the Davis Musical Theater Company. Also coming to DMTC is High School Musical 2 Junior. This is going to be their Young Performers Theater Company presenting this production of High School Musical. It's going to open on Saturday, November 11th, and it's going to run through December 3rd. Also at the Gene Henderson Performing Arts Center in Davis, check out High School Musical 2 Junior. Coming soon to Resurrection Theater will be their production called Straight White Men by Young Gene Lee. This is going to open on November 10th and is playing through December 2nd. Resurrection Theater, 25th and R Street. This will be in the Wilkerson Theater. This is the middle-sized theater at that R Street complex, the R25 complex. If you've ever been down there, it's a great place to go and see theater. They've got a larger theater in California Stage. They've got this mid-sized theater in the Wilkerson, and they've got this wonderful, intimate, little tiny theater in the Three Penny. And I've seen shows in all three of those venues, and they're marvelous. Straight White Men. Now, this is not a misprint. The McLaughlin Theater Company is presenting two different productions of Into the Woods. The first one is going to start on November 3rd and run through the 12th. And this is the McLaughlin Theater Company presenting this. And then they'll have another one that's going to open on November 11th and run through the 19th, which will be Into the Woods Junior. So, yeah, not a mistake. They're doing it twice. And they're going to have their young people's version and their adult actor show. So go check them out. You could go check them both out. Get tickets for both of them. Support the little ones too. I would love to see the children's production of this. It would be absolutely wonderful. And if you've never seen Into the Woods before, oh my gosh, you really need to see this musical. It's great fun. Here's another one that's coming up from Big Idea Theater. Big Idea always puts on some of the most interesting plays. I love seeing what they're going to do next. This is called After the Blast. Little post-apocalyptic dystopian stuff here. This is written by Zoe Kazan, and it's going to open November 3rd and play through the 25th at Big Idea Theater. There's no performances on Thursday, November 23rd for Thanksgiving. You stay home, eat your turkey. The actors are going to stay home and eat their turkey too, okay? Or your tofurkey if you're not into eating turkey. That's fine. After the Blast at Big Idea Theater. Coming soon to Winters Theater Company is another classic story. This is the story of Anne Sullivan and Helen Keller, The Miracle Worker, which was written by William Gibson. This will be playing November 10th through the 18th. You can get your tickets right now, winterstheatercompany.org, and reserve your spot to go and see The Miracle Worker. It's about time for us to start getting into a little more of another holiday set of shows, and we're going to start it off with this one. B Street Theater is presenting Snow Fever, A Karaoke Christmas by Robert Carlyle. This one is sponsored, and we'd like to thank the folks at the Old Sugar Mill for underwriting this show. This is an original holiday show by Robert Casely, and it's going to open on November 15th and play through December 24th. So again, if you've got family coming in for the holidays, get some tickets to the theater and take them out so they can see a great theater production. Snow Fever, A Karaoke Christmas. This is a B Street original holiday comedy. B Street Theater. Get your tickets now. They are also presenting 'Tis the Season Around the World. This is at the B Street Theater also. This will open on November 15th and play through December 24th. This one's going to focus on children around the world and the different holiday traditions that they take part in. Everybody doesn't do the same thing for a holiday season. Sometimes we can be a little myopic about that and think it's all about the way we do it. Well, there's a lot of other things going on in this world. So this is an opportunity to go and see some other holiday traditions. And this is based on the very first B Street Theater holiday comedy. Join in the fun, learn all about how different people enjoy the holidays in different parts of the world. 'Tis the season around the world. Get your tickets at the B Street Theater. Coming to end up the holiday season at Celebration Arts will be their production of an absolute classic show, A Raisin in the Sun. This was written by Lorraine Hansberry. This was groundbreaking because this will be the first play written by a Black woman and produced on Broadway. This was produced in 1959. And A Raisin in the Sun talks about the story of a lower-class Black family's struggle to gain middle-class acceptance and actually own a home in a better place for them. And if you've ever seen the movie, if you've never seen the movie, I highly suggest you watch it. If you've never seen the play, you should read it. In fact, you should just go ahead and get your tickets and go and see it. It's going to be powerful. In 1960, it was nominated for 4 different Tony Awards, including Best Play for Lorraine Hansberry, Best Actor, Sidney Poitier, what can you say? Best Actress, Claudia McNeil, also wonderful, wonderful actress, and Best Direction by Lloyd Richards. This is an outstanding piece of theater literature. A Raisin in the Sun, playing December 1st through the 24th. It's going to be directed by James Ellison III at Celebration Arts Theater. Get your tickets now. They would make a lovely Christmas present for someone. And if you don't want something quite as poignant as A Raisin in the Sun, Lincoln Theater Company is hosting their holiday cabaret December 1st through December 10th. There'll be music and mayhem going on at the Lincoln Theater Company. Go to their website for more information and to get your tickets for the holiday cabaret December 1st through December 10th. I know it's December, but it's not too early to start talking about things that are going to go on in December. Personally, I already have things booked into next April of next year. Kind of gives me a headache already, right? It's going by really quickly. Well, and if you need something a little more highbrow to do, you can go to Alice's Christmas Party in Wonderland and have tea with them and celebrate the holidays. Yes, this is going to be a classic by Chautauqua Playhouse. This is written and directed by Warren Harrison, and Alice is going to come to a party where all of her classic friends from Wonderland will be, and there'll be jokes and riddles and all sorts of things based on the prose of Lewis Carroll. This Chautauqua production is an encore. Apparently they did it before and it was so popular they had to bring it back again. So these performances are going to start on December 2nd and run through the 16th on Saturdays at 1 o'clock. Alice's Christmas Party and Wonderland. You should get your tickets now. There's only 3 productions of this coming up. Well, let's take you a little further past the new year and talk about Winters Theater Company's big production of their 10-minute play festival. This is going to be a collection of 8 short plays by local playwrights. It will be presented next March, the 15th through the 17th, and the 22nd through the 24th. You can get more information at winterstheater.org on their 10-minute play festival. And taking you into next spring, April and May of next year, Nevada Theater is presenting its production of Snow Falling on Cedars. This is presented by the Community Asian Theater of the Sierras, CATS, and it's written by David Gutterson, adapted to the stage, and directed by Kevin McKeon. The last time they put this on, it actually earned several nominations and several awards from the Ellys. It was a wonderful production, and they got the same director to come back and do it again. So I'm anticipating that this is going to be really wonderful. Take yourself a trip up to the Nevada City to their theater and see Snow Falling on Cedars. This is next spring, April and May of 2024. Yeah, it's not too early to start thinking about these things. All right, that's all that's going on right now. Let's do a recap of what the last bits of the season schedules look like before we wrap up for the evening, okay? Free Fall Stage has one more production that it's going to be bringing, and that is Amelia Earhart. This one will open on November 10th and play through the 19th. We'll have more information as it's available from Free Fall Stage. Thank you, Free Fall, for sharing your season productions with us. Davis Musical Theater Company is happy to present its 39th season of musicals. We've had a lot of our theater companies who have been presenting these big spectacular numbers for us this year. Let's see, Volcano was the 50th season. This one's the 39th season. They've been around doing this for a long time. And as I just shared with you, Oklahoma is the one that's going to be running very soon now. They'll have Seussical the Musical opening in January, Fiddler on the Roof next March, Into the Woods in April, and they'll wrap up their season in June with The Little Mermaid. Thank you, Davis Musical Theater Company, for sharing all of that with us. And thank you to all the underwriters. Each one of these shows is underwritten by a different person or group. And that's so important to help keep theater on the stage. It's expensive to put on shows. And so if we can find corporate underwriters, it's a great deal. Thank you to all those folks who are willing to do that for us. Let's take a look at Woodland Opera House's offerings. We've gotten, well, right now on stage is the Addams Family. Then they're going to follow it up with School of Rock. This has been a long time in the production. I cannot wait to see their show, School of Rock. It should be amazing. They had listed here a comedy to be announced. I can tell you what the comedy is now because it's been released. It's called The Play That Goes Wrong. I went to see this not too long ago at another theater company. This show is hysterical. Yes, everything that can possibly go wrong does go wrong during the production of this show. And it is so wonderful. And it is so, if you like farce, if you like a lot of physical humor, you're going to love The Play That Goes Wrong. You should get your tickets soon and check it out. They will come back after that with Disney's Descendants, the musical, followed by another classic show, Damn Yankees. And then they'll wrap up their season next summer almost, in June, with Peter and the Starcatcher. For all those folks who never wanted to leave Neverland, Peter and the Starcatcher will be their last one. So this is their main and family series production. So thank you, Woodland Opera House, for putting on such great shows for us to go and see. Well, I told you this at the beginning. I'm going to tell you again. Please let us publicize your programs that are going on at your theater company. It's hard enough to get the word out. Let us give you the free advertising. It doesn't cost you anything except an email or a Facebook post to SARTA Theaters to let us know what's going on. You can go to our website and enter your own information on the page where shows and auditions are. We have a form at the bottom of the page. Just fill it out and upload your posters, your artwork, and we will put it on our community calendar for you. Let everyone know what's going on at your theater. If you have not done so and you're hanging out here with me, I'm going to dub you one of my official theater nerds. You know who you are. And say you have to hit the little heart button right there and follow us. And you'll get a notification on Tuesdays when I jump on here to do this Twitch show and start telling everybody all about all the cool things that are going on in theater this week in our area. And, next week you can tune in again and see what has she got on her head this time. Because it'll be something new and different. You can follow us on Facebook. Follow us here too. Follow us on Twitch. Follow us on Facebook at SARTA Theaters. You can follow us on YouTube at SARTA Theaters, where you can see all of the archives of our past This Week's at the Theater. So follow us. We don't mind stalkers. Follow us around. Come on. We want you to. And I tell you this every week. I hope somebody will take me up on it this week. We've got a lot of things closing. I'm planning on seeing at least 3, maybe 4, if I can fit it in, theater productions this week. I hope I see you at the theater. If you see me at the theater, please say hi, because I want to say hi. And it's been a pleasure sharing some time with you. Come back and see what I'm wearing on my head next time, okay? Okay, everyone. Have a great week. Bye.